Hello and welcome to the channel. Here we talk about my experiences during lockup for educational use. I do not condone or glorify the behaviors in my stories. I spent 2 years in lockup at CFCF, and now that I'm out, I want to tell you guys about it. In this episode, I'm gonna tell y'all one of the craziest stories from a CO that's been there for 20 odd years. I think she said 23 years, alright? But let's get right into that. A little bit more backstory on this CO. You feel me? She was in, like, I would say her late 50s. She had a major attitude, which you would expect coming from a correctional officer who's been in the game for 20 odd years. You know, see what I'm saying? And she had a lot of respect amongst the inmates because in a lot of instances she would either let them fight, all right, and then call the backup, right? And she was one of them no nonsense type of people who will come at you and roast your life if you play with her in any type of way. So a lot of the people in there really like that about her, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit of an acquired taste for me, but then I eventually learned to love her as well. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, there was also rumors running around that she was a horse. And if you don't know what a horse is, it's pretty much a correctional officer that would bring stuff into the jail to make some money. You see what I'm saying? There was a lot of rumors about her being a horse. See what I'm saying? But honestly, that's neither here nor there. But just throwing that out there. So one day I was coming back from meds. I was coming back from getting my medicine, right? And I just kind of wanted to strike up a conversation with her and see what's up. She's like 50 something years old, okay? But I just wanted to talk to her, pick her brain a little bit. You feel me? So I asked her, hey, what's one of the craziest things that you've seen, right? She tells me that a few years ago, mind you, this is way back when, right? But a few years ago, she was doing counts, right? And their cell window, the window that's on their cell door was blocked off, right? And I think she had knocked on the door a little bit. I think that's what she said. She knocked on the door for a little bit, and then she just straight up opened the door, right? Now, when she opened the door, she seen the two cellmates of obviously two men. She seen them performing sexual acts on each other, all right? And she said that it stunk in there like some anal intercourse, okay? So she was disgusted, all right? She ran out of there, all right, closed the door back up, and that was pretty much that, right? But the kicker with this story, right? Apparently, a few weeks later, one of them had a visit from their wife, girlfriend, significant other, and they were making out, of course. When she thought it was kind of funny, she didn't want to out him, right? But he was essentially leading his girl on and lying to her, telling her how much he loves her, misses her. When they saw each other, they would kiss or whatever. But when he went back to his cell, he would go have anal intercourse with some dude that he met in jail. You see what I'm saying? Now, after all that, she said she pretty much just left them alone, right? Now, in my opinion, she was a little bit in the wrong, because if your cell window is blocked off, you could just as easily be taking a dump. You could just as easily be peeing. You know what I'm saying? You could be, granted, you could be fighting in your cell with your cellie, right? Granted, everybody would hear it, but there are reasons to block off your cell window, right? But either way, like I said, that's neither here or there. That's why she pretty much just left them alone. All right. If you guys like this video, please give it a like and subscribe, and have a great rest of your day. Don't go to jail.